Hey guys, so today what we're going to do in this video is we're going to do brows. I haven't done an updated brow routine in like a year or so I wanted to do an updated one. In this video, we're going to do like it's an ombre-ish brow, so it's going to do lighter to darker. What that does is it makes your brow feel a little bit more natural. But with this brow, it's definitely not a natural brow because no one's brows are naturally perfectly straight and sharp. But they look fantastic, and if this is the look you're wanting to go for, keep watching. Alright, so what we're going to do for my brows first is I always start with my, this is my right side. We're going to start with my right side and then we'll do the left side because the left side is always a pain in the butt and I would rather do the easy side first. So, the first thing that I do is I just take a little bit of lingering pencil and I start with lining underneath the brow. And creating my bottom line. Then I kind of extend through the tail of my brow to get the basic shape that I want. And then I go and do the same thing for the top. So once I get that on, that's basically like the shape that I want. Depending on the makeup that I'm wanting to wear that day, if I'm wanting like a crazy like structured brow, which is what we're doing in this video, I would fill in the rest of it with the cream. And then if I wanted a very natural brow to continue like a very boyish brow, I would just fill the rest of this in with my brow pencil. So easy brow, just fill it in with your brow pencil, something a little bit more dramatic. Keep doing the rest of these steps. This is what I start off with. Basically like with the center of my brow is still nice and blonde. And I take Dirty Blonde Fluid Line Brow from MAC. This thing is basically the same thing as the Anastasia brow. But it's waterproof, transfer resistant, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna go in just with a angled 208 brush. I loaded it up and now we're going to go in and crisp up this line. So I like to start on the bottom and pull that across. And then I fill in the rest of the brow with the gel, just because it's so much easier and you use less product than if you were going to use it with a pencil. With my brows are literally like hay, like they're the most densely strong, tough brow. So if I tried to use a pencil with that, it would literally just eat up a pencil and I wouldn't have a pencil very long. So the top is pretty straight. I have to add just a tiny bit on just to make my brows match. Cool. And then a little bit of a spoolie and comb through the front. That's going to lighten up the front of it, make it feel very believable. I like to take my concealer and this brush. I wish that Urban Decay would sell their brushes just by themselves because this is like the best, you can't hold, just hold on. This is like the best brow definer brush because it has the fluffy one on one side and then it has the little tiny micro one on the other side. So this thing, we came with the, what is it? The electric palette. It's amazing. Amazing for brows. So I just load up the small little baby one and I go in and I just carve out my brow. And my foundation that I'm wearing today is the Studio Fix Powder. in NW20, and the concealer that I'm using is in NW20 as well. But the concealer, since it's so thick, it looks just a little bit lighter, which is good. That's what I want. So I just go in there and literally roughly just place this concealer around my brow, and then through the front. Cool? Alright, so now that we have our brows pretty much outlined in concealer, I flip the brush over so it's the fluffy side, and then I just work that guy back and forth and start to fade out that concealer. You've seen this done 1,000 times. Pretty much. It's the way it's done, so there you go. So now, the last thing that I do, some days, most days pretty much, I go in and do lingering one more time, the brow pencil, and I just go in and just straighten up everything. So that way your brow is literally perfect. No, can you not tweet me at this second? We're doing brows, guys. Alright, so that is how you get your brows to be super, super structured. And that's how I like to do my brows when I want a very strong, defined brow. Hopefully that was helpful to some of you. I will see all of you next week, and have a good rest of your week. Alright, bye. Let it go, let it go. Hey guys, so today what we're gonna do in this video, let me not hit the desk. How about that? Like crisp? Yes, so it's gonna be brow, concealer, brow, blend.